and gentlemen, respect is not just a virtue. It is a principle that governs life itself. It is a seed that when planted will always yield a harvest. No farmer sows a seed expecting nothing in return. They plant with the full assurance that in due time the earth will respond with an abundant harvest. So it is with respect. What you give will return to you in greater measure. Respect is not something we demand, it is something we demonstrate. It is the key that unlocks doors of opportunity, strengthens relationships, and elevates individuals from mediocrity to greatness. If you want honor, sow honor. If you desire kindness, plant seeds of respect in the hearts of those around you. History teaches us that the greatest leaders, the most influential teachers, and the most successful individuals were not those who commanded fear, but those who extended respect. The teacher who respects the student inspires curiosity. The leader who honors their people gains loyalty. The individual who treats others with dignity will never walk alone. But respect is not selective. It is not reserved for those we agree with or those who hold positions of power. True respect is shown to all, regardless of status, background, or belief. When we extend respect to the young, we nurture confidence. When we honor the elderly, we preserve wisdom. When we treat each other with dignity, we build a society where peace and progress can thrive. Let me remind you, a seed never produces immediately. There is a time for planting, a time for watering, and a time for harvest. If you consistently show respect, even when it is not reciprocated, trust that your harvest is coming. One act of respect can open doors you never imagined, create opportunities you never expected, and bring favor you never sought. So I challenge you today, whether in the classroom, the workplace, or your community, be a sower of respect. Speak with honor, act with integrity, and treat others with the dignity they deserve. Because in the end, respect is a seed that when planted will always bring a harvest. Respect is one of the most fundamental principles that govern human interaction, shaping the way individuals, families, communities, and societies function. It is the foundation upon which strong relationships are built, the glue that holds institutions together, and the force that propels individuals towards success. Without respect, there is disorder, confusion, and a breakdown in communication. It is not merely a social courtesy, it is a principle that governs how we relate to one another and how we influence the world around us. When respect is present, trust is established, honor is upheld, and harmony flourishes. One of the most profound aspects of respect is its ability to create an atmosphere of peace and unity. When people feel valued and honored, they are more likely to contribute positively to the environment they are in. Whether in a family, a classroom, a workplace, or a community, mutual respect fosters a sense of belonging and cooperation. It removes barriers and replaces hostility with understanding. In contrast, when respect is absent, conflicts arise, relationships deteriorate, and progress is hindered. It is through respect that we acknowledge the worth of others, regardless of their background, status, or position in life. Respect is not just about how we treat others, it is also a reflection of how we view ourselves. A person who respects themselves will naturally extend respect to others. Self-respect is the foundation upon which we build confidence, discipline, and integrity. When an individual understands their own value, they are less likely to engage in behavior that compromises their dignity or the dignity of others. They will uphold their standards, make wise decisions, and refuse to be influenced by negativity. In contrast, those who lack self-respect often find themselves struggling with insecurity, self-doubt, and an inability to form healthy relationships. In education, respect plays a critical role in shaping both the learning environment and the academic success of students. A teacher who respects their students fosters a culture of curiosity, discipline, and engagement. When students feel respected, they are more likely to listen, participate, and take ownership of their learning journey. Likewise, students who respect their teachers create a positive classroom atmosphere where knowledge is exchanged, ideas are valued, and growth is encouraged. The absence of respect in an educational setting leads to disruptions, lack of motivation, and an erosion of the teacher-student relationship. Beyond the classroom, respect is a cornerstone of leadership. The greatest leaders in history were those who understood the power of respect. Leadership is not about authority or control. It is about influence. A leader who respects their team earns loyalty, dedication, and trust. They inspire people to give their best, not because they are forced to, but because they feel valued and appreciated. Respectful leaders create an environment where individuals are empowered, ideas are heard, and innovation thrives. In contrast, leaders who fail to show respect often struggle with resistance, lack of cooperation, and ultimately failure in their endeavors. The principle of respect extends beyond personal relationships and leadership. It also influences societal harmony. Societies that uphold respect as a core value experience greater unity, stability, and progress. When citizens respect laws, institutions, and one another, they contribute to the development of a peaceful and prosperous nation. Social justice, equality, and human rights are all rooted in the idea that every individual deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Conversely, societies where respect is neglected suffer from division, violence, and injustice. When people fail to respect one another's differences, whether in race, religion, culture, or opinion, conflicts arise and progress is hindered. Respect is not something that should be given only when it is received. True respect is unconditional. It is easy to respect those who agree with us, treat us kindly, or hold positions of authority. However, the true test of respect is how we treat those who may disagree with us, challenge us, or even oppose us. A person of integrity understands that respect is not about personal feelings, but about upholding a standard of honor and dignity in every interaction. It is possible to disagree without being disrespectful, to correct without demeaning, and to lead without belittling. Respect is a lifelong investment. Every act of respect sown today will yield a return in the future. When we consistently treat others with honor, we create opportunities for trust, collaboration, and goodwill. The relationships we nurture through respect often become the bridges to our success. Whether in business, education, or personal life, respect opens doors that talent and intelligence alone cannot. People are drawn to those who honor them, and they are willing to go the extra mile for those who treat them with kindness and dignity. In every area of life, respect is the foundation upon which stability, growth, and success are built. It determines the quality of our relationships, the strength of our leadership, and the harmony of our communities. It is not a weakness, but a sign of wisdom and strength. A society that upholds respect flourishes, while one that disregards it crumbles. When we understand that respect is not just a gesture, but a principle that governs all human interactions, we unlock the door to a life of influence, honor, and lasting impact. The principle of sowing and reaping is one of the most powerful laws that govern life. It is a universal truth that whatever we plant, we will eventually harvest. Just as a farmer sows seeds into the ground with the expectation of a future crop, every action we take, every word we speak, every attitude we display, and every behavior we exhibit is like a seed planted in the soil of life. Respect, when sown, produces a harvest of honor, trust, and positive relationships. Conversely, when disrespect is sown, it yields division, conflict, and broken connections. The process of sowing and reaping is not instantaneous. A farmer does not plant a seed today and expect a full-grown harvest tomorrow. There is a period of time between planting and harvesting, and during this time the seed undergoes growth, development, and nurturing. Similarly, when we sow seeds of respect, we may not always see immediate results, but over time, our words and actions will yield a return. Many people become discouraged when their acts of kindness and respect are not immediately reciprocated, but just like nature follows the cycle of seasons, life follows the cycle of sowing and reaping. If we remain consistent in showing respect, the harvest will come in due time. One of the most significant aspects of this law is that the harvest is always greater than the seed that was sown. A single seed of wheat can produce a stalk bearing multiple grains. Likewise, when we show respect to others, it has the potential to multiply beyond what we initially invested. A kind word spoken to someone can inspire them to pass that kindness on to others. A teacher who respects their students creates an environment where students learn to respect one another, leading to a culture of honor and discipline. A leader who treats their employees with dignity fosters a workplace of loyalty, productivity, and teamwork. Respect, when genuinely given, grows and spreads far beyond its initial point of contact. The law of sowing and reaping also teaches us that we must be intentional about what we plant. A farmer does not scatter seeds randomly and hope for the best. They carefully choose what they plant based on the harvest they desire. In the same way, we must be conscious of the seeds we are sowing through our words, attitudes, and actions. If we desire a harvest of trust, we must plant seeds of integrity. If we want strong relationships, we must plant seeds of kindness and understanding. If we seek to be respected, we must first be willing to give respect. Another key lesson from this principle is that the type of seed we sow determines the type of harvest we receive. No one plants apple seeds expecting to reap oranges. In life, the same rule applies. If we sow disrespect, we cannot expect to reap honor. Many people desire to be treated with respect, but fail to extend that same courtesy to others. They demand honor while belittling those around them. However, the law of sowing and reaping cannot be manipulated. What we plant will always return to us in some form. Respect also has the power to break cycles of negativity. Many environments are filled with disrespect because people continue to react based on how they have been treated. A person who experiences disrespect often becomes defensive and in turn treats others with the same attitude. This cycle of negativity can continue indefinitely unless someone chooses to break it by planting new seeds. Choosing to show respect, even in the face of opposition, has the potential to transform hostile situations into peaceful ones. A leader who respects their employees, even if they come from a background of poor treatment, can inspire a culture shift within an organization. A student who respects a teacher, even when others are being disruptive, can change the dynamics of a classroom. The power of a single act of respect should never be underestimated. The law of sowing and reaping also reminds us that the harvest may not always come from the same source where we planted the seed. Sometimes we show respect to individuals who do not return it, but that does not mean our seed was wasted. Respect is like a seed that can travel, grow, and produce a harvest in unexpected places. A person may sow respect in their workplace and later reap it in an entirely different environment, such as a new job opportunity, a recommendation, or an unexpected act of kindness from someone else. The key is to remain faithful in sowing, trusting that the harvest will come in due season. Just as a farmer tends to their crops by watering, weeding, and protecting them from harm, we must nurture the seeds of respect that we plant. This means consistently choosing respect, even when it is difficult, and guarding our hearts against attitudes that could uproot the seeds we have sown. Jealousy, pride, and impatience can hinder the process of growth. But when we remain steadfast in cultivating respect, we allow it to take deep root and produce a lasting impact. The law of sowing and reaping is an inescapable reality in every area of life. It teaches us patience, intentionality, and the power of small actions. No seed of respect is ever wasted, whether seen or unseen. Every act of honor we extend contributes to a harvest that will eventually come back to us. Those who understand this principle live with confidence, knowing that what they give will always return to them, often in ways far greater than they imagine. Respect is one of the most vital elements in both education and leadership. It is the foundation upon which learning, personal growth, and organizational success are built. Without respect, students struggle to learn, educators face resistance, and leaders lose their ability to influence others. A society that embraces respect in education and leadership paves the way for innovation, collaboration, and excellence. When respect is present in these areas, individuals are empowered to reach their full potential and institutions thrive. In education, respect is the cornerstone of a healthy and productive learning environment. A classroom where respect is actively practiced fosters curiosity, open dialogue, and mutual understanding. When teachers respect their students, they create a safe space for learning, allowing students to express themselves without fear of ridicule or judgment. This, in turn, encourages students to engage, ask questions, and take ownership of their education. A respectful teacher recognizes the uniqueness of each student, values their perspectives, and encourages them to think critically and creatively. When students respect their teachers, they contribute to an atmosphere of discipline and cooperation. Disruptive behavior, disinterest, and resistance to instruction often stem from a lack of respect for the teacher's authority and role. However, when students understand that their educators are there to guide and support them, they become more receptive to learning. Respectful students listen attentively, complete assignments with diligence, and contribute positively to classroom discussions. This mutual respect between teachers and students creates a cycle of trust where both parties feel valued and understood. Beyond student-teacher relationships, respect also plays a significant role in peer interactions. A school or university environment where students respect one another leads to stronger friendships, reduced conflict, and a sense of unity. Bullying, discrimination, and exclusion often arise in environments where respect is lacking. When students are taught to value one another's differences, to listen without prejudice, and to encourage rather than tear down, they contribute to a culture of inclusivity and support. Respect fosters teamwork, allowing students to collaborate effectively on projects, engage in healthy debates, and learn from one another's experience. In leadership, respect is not just a desirable trait, it is a necessity. A leader who does not respect their team will struggle to gain loyalty, trust, and long-term success. People do not follow titles. They follow individuals who inspire, uplift, and demonstrate integrity. A leader who respects their employees or followers, values their contributions, listens to their concerns, and creates an environment where everyone feels seen and heard. This kind of leadership encourages innovation as people feel comfortable sharing their ideas without fear of dismissal or humiliation. Respectful leaders understand that leadership is not about exerting power over others, but about serving them. They lead by example, treating others with kindness, fairness, and honesty. They acknowledge the efforts of their team members, give credit where it is due, and recognize the potential in others. When employees feel respected, they are more likely to be motivated, productive, and committed to their work. A workplace where respect is embedded in its culture sees lower turnover rates, higher employee satisfaction, and increased overall efficiency. Leadership also extends beyond the corporate world. It exists in families, communities, and social organizations. Parents who lead their families with respect cultivate strong relationships with their children, fostering love and trust. Community leaders who respect those they serve create societies that are cooperative and progressive. Even in informal leadership roles, such as mentoring or coaching, respect is the key to building strong, lasting connections with others. One of the greatest indicators of a leader's respect for others is their ability to listen. Many leaders make the mistake of assuming that leadership is about speaking, directing, and making decisions without input. However, great leaders understand the power of listening. They take the time to understand the needs and concerns of those they lead. They create spaces where dialogue is welcomed, feedback is appreciated, and perspectives are considered. A leader who listens with respect builds deeper relationships, resolves conflicts effectively, and makes informed decisions that benefit everyone involved. Respect in leadership also means valuing diversity and inclusion. In today's world, workplaces, schools, and communities are filled with people from different cultural, ethnic, and social backgrounds. A leader who respects diversity does not just tolerate differences, but embraces them as strengths. They create environments where people from all walks of life feel valued, included, and empowered to contribute. When respect is at the heart of leadership, discrimination and bias are minimized and unity is fostered. In both education and leadership, respect is not just about words, it is about actions. A teacher who claims to respect their students but disregards their opinions or belittles their efforts is not truly respectful. Likewise, a leader who preaches respect but fails to treat employees with fairness and dignity is not leading with integrity. Respect must be demonstrated through consistent behavior, whether in the classroom, the workplace, or any position of authority. Respect also has a profound impact on the development of future leaders. Students who grow up in an environment where respect is modeled learn the value of treating others with honor and dignity. They carry these lessons into their careers, relationships, and communities. Similarly, employees who work under respectful leaders are more likely to adopt those same principles when they step into leadership roles themselves. The cycle of respect continues, creating generations of individuals who lead with wisdom, humility, and fairness. Respect in education and leadership determines the quality of the experiences people have within those systems. It is the key to unlocking potential, fostering collaboration, and building environments where people thrive. Teachers who respect students create lifelong learners. Leaders who respect their teams build successful organizations. In every area of life, respect is the driving force behind growth, excellence, and lasting impact. Respect is one of the greatest forces that contribute to success and harmony in life. It is a principle that governs relationships, fosters cooperation, and creates an atmosphere where individuals and communities can thrive. Success, whether personal, academic, professional, or societal, is deeply connected to the way we treat others. Likewise, harmony in families, workplaces, and nations is built upon a culture of mutual honor and dignity. When respect is practiced, it paves the way for trust, peace, and prosperity. One of the most evident ways respect leads to success is through the relationships it strengthens. Every successful person, regardless of their field, has reached their position with the support, guidance, and contributions of others. No one succeeds alone. Whether in business, academics, or leadership, the ability to build strong, meaningful connections with people is crucial. Respect opens doors to mentorship, collaboration, and opportunities that would otherwise remain inaccessible. When we treat others with honor, they are more willing to help, support, and invest in us. In the workplace, respect is a determining factor in career growth. Employees who respect their colleagues and superiors create a positive impression that leads to professional advancement. A person who treats their peers with courtesy, listens attentively, and values the contributions of others becomes a respected and trusted team member. Managers and employers notice those who uphold these qualities, leading to greater responsibilities, promotions, and leadership opportunities. On the other hand, those who disregard others, engage in office conflicts, or undermine their co-workers often struggle to progress in their careers. Respect also fosters teamwork and cooperation, which are essential for success in any organization. A workplace where respect is embedded in the culture is one where employees work together harmoniously, share ideas freely, and support one another. Team members who respect each other communicate effectively, resolve conflicts peacefully, and contribute to a productive environment. In contrast, workplaces filled with disrespect and hostility experience high employee turnover, low morale, and decreased efficiency. It is through mutual honor that individuals learn to value different perspectives, build on each other's strengths, and achieve common goals. Beyond individual success, respect contributes to harmony in families and social structures. Families that cultivate a culture of respect experience stronger bonds, deeper trust, and greater emotional security. Parents who respect their children teach them the value of self-worth, discipline, and integrity. Likewise, children who respect their parents foster love, obedience, and unity in the home. A household where mutual honor exists is one where communication flourishes, misunderstandings are resolved with patience, and relationships are strengthened over time. Communities and societies built on the foundation of respect are more peaceful and prosperous. Social conflicts, discrimination, and violence often stem from a lack of honor for others. When people respect differences in culture, opinions, and beliefs, they create an environment where dialogue replaces division and cooperation triumphs over conflict. Nations that prioritize respect experience stronger governance, fairer justice systems, and greater social stability. They develop institutions that protect human rights, promote inclusivity, and encourage national unity. Respect also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution. Many disputes, whether personal, professional, or political, arise because of a lack of understanding and appreciation for others. When people refuse to listen, consider opposing perspectives, or acknowledge the dignity of others, conflicts escalate. However, when respect is present, disagreements can be addressed with wisdom and fairness. Individuals learn to engage in constructive conversations, seek common ground, and resolve disputes without resorting to hostility. Respect enables people to disagree without being disagreeable, ensuring that conflicts are managed with maturity and integrity.